to work on the cab, I think I'm going to need another reference image over here. So let me just go to Image and Open, and let's see what else we have. I need more of a view of the cab. Maybe this one. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that looks pretty good for what we want to do here. In addition, let's take a look at it from the various orthographic views. Let's hit the 3 key and take a look at it. It looks really like it's a cube, right? With the sides pulled in. And it looks like this part is separate from this down here. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, it looks like the part on the bottom is a cube and it angles down to the bottom of the vehicle. Well, let's take a look at the front view here. Hit the 1 key, and over here, let's hit the Z key and go to wireframe. And let's take a look at this. In fact, to get all of this out of the way for now, I'm just going to turn off the vehicle main scene collection there. And it looks like here it kind of angles this way just a bit. And also we've got this angled part on the top. Let's take a look at that over here. Yeah, it looks like it kind of angles in up to where the turret sits on there. So I guess what we need to do is begin with the cube. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll press Shift A, Mesh Cube, and let's bring this up. And I'll go to the side view first, and let's line it up here. I'll hit the S key to scale in some and kind of move it. And I guess what I'll do is maybe line it up with the top right here. I'm just going to line up this corner. And you can really begin anywhere. I'm just kind of trying to find a place to begin with this. Tab into edit mode and hit the 3 key and choose the face on the bottom. And let's move that to right here. All right, it looks like there's this angle right here. And we've got an angle here as well. So let's hit the 1 key and I'll hit the B key and border select these 2 points, right? So then I'm just going to bring that back to here. I guess what I could do is bring this back to here as well. So this is kind of where we're going to begin, right in here. Now it looks like this corner and this corner pretty much line up. Let's press Control R and click and drag down here, and maybe I'll line it up right here. And then I'll grab this one with the border select tool, hit G, and move it right over to that edge right there. Okay, so now it looks like we need one right in here. It's going to come down and go straight down. So let's press Control R, and let's just grab this one right here with the border select tool. Hit G, and let's move this over here like this. Okay, so we're beginning to get that basic shape now. Let's take a look at the front view. Okay, it looks like it's just too wide. That's going to be an issue. Oh, let's go to the top view and see what we can see here. Okay, maybe we can do a little bit more here. So I'm going to tab into object mode and hit S and X. And if I scale in, oh, it's really hard to tell, but if I scale into here maybe, let's see. Although I think that's that step there, so maybe I'll scale in just a little bit more like that. Yeah, let's try this right in there. So if we've got it like that, then if we look at the front view, we can see it's going to have to angle in here, but where is that line? Let's take a look at another image here. See if we can find that line. It's kind of hard to see exactly where that line is. I feel like there's an edge in there that allows it to bend inward, but where is it? Let me hit the 3 key. Let me go to the back view as well with Control 1. Well, we can't see much there either, can we? So I really need a view as to where that bend is. I feel like that it tilts in there. I guess what we can do for now is go ahead and grab the top here. Let's grab these pieces or these points right up at the top with the B key. And I'm just going to move it in like this for now. Right like that. Now what I need to do is mirror this other side. So I better put an edge right down the center. Let's see if we can do that. Control R, and it's angled here. So let me undo this, and then let's press Control R, and now that line is going to go straight down the center. Now, a trick we can use, now let me show you this actually. A tool that you can use to do that, I'll bring this point back in. So instead of undoing that so it's straight, what I can do is press Control R, and then once I click, now I can hit the E key. And notice how it's straight now. And then I can press the F key, and it will flip back and forth between conformed and straight up and down. So that E and F key, when using the loop cut tool, can be pretty handy. So let's go ahead and put this straight down the center. I'll hit Enter 2 times, or actually Enter once there because we'd already clicked. And now what I'm going to do is hit the 3 key and border select with the B key this whole side, and hit X and delete faces. Now I can mirror this over. I can go over to the modifiers panel, click Add Modifier, and mirror it over to the other side. So whatever we do on one side happens on the other. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to solid views so we can see it here. And let's bring back that vehicle main collection here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So that's just blocking it out, just getting the basic shapes in there. Now let's work on the bottom part right down here. It looks like, as I said, a cube that we're going to need to then extrude and push in as it goes toward the bottom of the vehicle. So let's go back to the side view, and let's press Shift A and Mesh Cube, and let's scale this down and put it in place. So let's say we want it right about here, and then let's grab this face here and move it up right about to there. And we'll grab this face and move it over to about here. Now I'm going to move that up some here, right into here. Now what let's do is grab these points right here, hit the 1 key and border select these points and drag them in. Border select, drag these in like that. Now if we hit the 3 key, actually let's go to object mode and see how we're doing here. Actually, that's a pretty good size. Let's try and scale out just a little bit here. Well, that's pretty good, right in there. Yeah, okay. So now what we should do is select that face down there, and let's extrude this down. So now let's just take this, hit E, and go straight down. Now with that face selected down there, let's scale in the x-axis and scale that in quite a bit. It looks like it scales in quite a lot there. And maybe a little bit more here like that. And then let's go back to that side view, hit the E key and pull straight down again like that. So we're going to have to see how that works. I think that'll fit in pretty well. All right, so for the next video, what we need to do is let's work on the doors. We also have that angled piece up on the top that the turret sits on. So in the next video, let's go ahead and work on those pieces.